Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. We have to start the second stream of the PUBG Mobile round number 2. Joining in here with me is Nicholas. We just came back from round number 1, Nicholas. Let us know on your thoughts on that.
Yes.
Let us know your thoughts on round number 1.
I did not expect Team 1 to win, actually.
Honestly, I actually had very, very big hopes on Dark King's team, but wow, team number 1 holding their own there. Like you said, the strategy was right from the start, being at the center of the circle. I think that is the most important thing there.
To be honest, I kind of thought RYNS with RES.
Yep, RAS Rhinos. Yeah, I really thought team number 3, RAS Rhinos, actually would make it. That was really close though. I actually thought Rhinos was going to make it. Being in that tunnel right at the bottom there was actually a advantage, but because of the safe zone shrinking past the tunnel, I think that's why he had to move, give up his position, and there Hilano was waiting for the kill. Unlucky though. Now we're just waiting for the room invite for round number 2. And we are in spectator mode going on. Alright, Nick, you are in. Round number 2 going to be very exciting, guys. I think the map is Miramar this time. Miramar, not ear angle. This is going to be quite interesting here. Tana Bhaskaran here, joining in on the tryouts for round number 2 in the map Miramar. Hilano and Gucci on the same squad here, team number 5. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to round number 2 of the PUBG Mobile tryouts for the MUST Esports Club. Round number 1, if you guys missed it, it is up on the Esports Club channel on YouTube, so subscribe now and click that bell button and like the videos. We have a couple of comments here from Max Gaming and Faris Z7. Good luck. GGWP for Team 1. That's right. So just like we said, Nicholas and I, we were watching all the action here streaming. Team number 1 coming out on top at ear angle for the round number 1. Going to be quite interesting here, Nicholas, for round number 2. I'm really not sure who's going to come out on top in Miramar.
I'm not sure either, actually. you gotta expect the unexpected sometimes.
That's right. It's quite interesting here. Squads are filling up here, Nicholas. We're having a look at team number 3 with Tana Bhaskaran, Laichi, Arias, Rhinus, and Wild Bruli. Team number 5, Gucci, Black and Alp, and Hilano. Moose now with ATY Freedom, still from team number 6. Team number 2, Squad BP there, ready for round number 2. Map is Miramar. I really expect Dark King to do well here because of the space in Miramar, but let's not rule out the champions of round number 1. The team that came out on top, team number 1 there, Api Simbayot, Alexi Miui, and Sugendran Macho. It's going to be quite interesting.
Miramar map. Do you have any idea what to do in the map, or what kind of points to hold in the map?
Well, it's really hard to say here, Nicholas, because Miramar is a pretty spread out map. So I always like to go for higher ground, get you a view of where everyone is, the location of everyone, and of course good exit points if you have a vehicle with you at all times. But it's going to be very interesting to see what the players come up with in round number 2. I think Squad VP and Milano might go for the same strategy again, dropping very near to each other. We don't know about any early skirmishes here. This is the first time we're seeing the players play in Miramar.
Miramar, it looks like a deserty wasteland, so it might be easy to spot players.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, welcome back, guys, to round number 2 of PUBG Mobile Esports Club tryout for MUST. Round number 1, if you guys missed it, team number 1 took it with RDF Api Symbiote, FGX Ikmal, and INX Void now joining in the fun. Thanabaskron and Sugan there, a duo in team number 4. Looking at team number 3, Lychee RS Rhinus, who was the sole survivor in the previous round. Team number 5, Hilano's group couldn't make it out alive because Team 1 had a better position in Team number 1. Team number 6, Moose, Nakal, and ATY Freedom. Now, let's not forget Team number 2 is Squad BP here. A couple of comments. Again, Ahmad Zulkarnain with good luck PBG Rose. Okay. Razik Jafar says, hello there. Welcome.
Seems like the round has started.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 2 starting right now. Okay, now let's have a look at the teams here. Team number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Team number 4 is a duo here by Thanabaskron and Sugan Macho. Team number 1, they're still the same with Apis, Ikmal, and Simba, but this time in addition to Iron X Void from yesterday. Team number 2, Squad BP with 3 people in there. Team number 5, 3 people, Siamush, ATY Freedom, and Nakal. And of course, team number 3 there, having a wild card with Wild Bruli and Lychee RES, Rhinus, and LXE Miui. Now this is going to be very interesting here. Miramar, like we said, as you can see, really spread out. The map is huge. My personal favorite is always the water treatment. There is a building there that's really tall, which I like to climb up very fast. So it's going to be quite interesting. Let's have a look at the flight path. Okay, El Pozo to the left here, Crater Fields as well on the right here. You've got a lot of options for the teams. Now let's see who drops in first. This is going to be interesting.
Let's see which team gets the drop first here.
Okay, so it's team number 6 dropping first very early on, heading to Chumacera, I think. Team number 1 still there on the plane. Okay, and all teams, I think, except team number 1, going with the same strategy from the round 1. Dropping out very late there. Team number 5 as well, dropping the same time as team number 1. I think they're going to go out each other very early on in the game here. Team number 3 and team number 2 there. That's Squad BP and team number 3 dropping very close to each other. The duo, Thanabaskron and Sugan, they're dropping very close to Alpozo. Quite spread out here because of the size. Here we are streaming on to team number 1's FGX Ikmal here. Nicholas, your thoughts on the drops?
It does not look very spread at all.
Especially between team number 5, team number 1 here.
It looks like there's going to be early skirmishes here.
Very early on here. Probably looking at team number 3, team number 2 as well. Squad BP and team number 3, very close to each other. There might be some early skirmishes, we are not so sure. They have just dropped, everyone is on the ground and game is running. Let us know in the comments, guys, what do you think so far of round number 2 and what you thought about round number 1 there. Very interesting. Team number 1 there, Ikmal, very, very close. Not realizing, I think behind him is team number 5 over there. Not very far from each other, but we'll see how it fares along. Let's switch over now to team number 2, Squad BP. Let's have a look at Dark King here, Nicholas. Very unlucky in round number 1 there. Picking up shotgun. That's right, Miramar over here. He's just running around looking for items. Really needs those items here. Crossbow picking up there by Dark King.
It seems like the map has very scarce of weapons. A lot of shotguns, but
that's the challenge. I think that's the challenge with Miramar. I've noticed that as well in the past playing Miramar, but it's probably the challenge of the map being very spread out. So whoever gets a weapon first somehow gets an advantage. Doesn't matter what weapon it is. First aid kit picking up there. UMP being picked up by Dark King. I think because your favorite weapon, I think UMP, isn't it?
It is my favorite one. A lot of teams are very close right here.
That's right. Couple of comments there. Zaid Kadafu says, who's not downloaded the map? Now, a lot of people don't seem to have Miramar downloaded because it's not very regularly played compared to Sunhawk and Ear Angle. But I think this map is going to pose a challenge to a lot of teams. Having a look here, it's quite spread out, and neither teams in the top side there, team number 2, 3, 4, and 5 all out of the safe zone so far. Only team number 6 in the safe zone. A Jeep being picked up by Dark King here might be picking up his teammates to head into the safe zone. They are heading down quick, guys. With 2 minutes to go before the safe zone starts to shrink.
I think they've already learned their lesson. They want to concentrate in this round.
Yes, they did learn their lesson, I think. Having a look here at Dark King. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think about Dark King squad. How are they going to fare up in this match? Let us know in the comments, guys. And what else you guys want to see from these teams in the Esports Club. Maybe if you guys have an open challenge, don't forget you can always challenge them openly here right now. And we'll take note of that and hopefully we'll see an open challenge. They are in the bomb zone here, Dark King squad. They are getting out fast. They are making their way out of the drop zone there, the bombing zone. Team number 5, they're still very close to team number 1 up in the map there. Team number 3, team number 4, the duo Sugen. Let's have a look at Tana Baskaran here, guys. Ex-student council president here. Let's hope he's got what it takes to actually make it in this round. Remember, guys, the judges are actually going to be looking. The judges, again, I repeat, are going to be looking not just at squad performance, but individual performances as well, as we have 3 teams to fill up to represent the Malaysia University of Science and Technology in the Esports Club. So have a look here. You know, sometimes it doesn't mean that you have a good squad, that you're a good player. It could be a solo effort from you as well, and we'll have a look at your individual scores as well. That contributes to the judging, and hopefully by tonight we'll find out who is actually going to be the first, second, and third team representing the Malaysia University of Science and Technology. Now, Dark King's team, they're actually team number 1 making their way, Nicholas, really fast into the safe zone here, just passing Dark King's team on the right. Got about 9 seconds before the safe zone starts to shrink. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the safe zone is shrinking. Still no skirmishers. Now let's have a look at Hilano and his team, what they're up to here. Still no skirmishers. Now let's have a look at Hilano. Very quiet start here. Nicholas, your thoughts so far?
I think everybody's quite being passive. I mean, I think we're just like trying to look for more loot before any scrimmages happen. You don't want to get into an unnecessary fight and get picked off early.
Yeah.
I noticed that this map has a lot of high mountains, so I think all the players are quite on edge. They're all looking up on mountains to check if there's anybody on top.
Absolutely. I'm always the kind of guy that when I play Miramar, I always make it a point to go for higher ground first.
With this factor too, it kind of scares, it puts in a scare factor for each player, because there's a lot of high mountains.
Absolutely, I agree on that as well. Having a look at Hilano's team, they are making their way into the safe zone as well. Team number 1 there. I think team number 3 might be running past Tana Bhaskaran and Sugan here. So let's jump over to team number 3, Lychee, Nicholas. Let's have a look at them. They are running straight into the safe zone there. But not forgetting, they will be passing by Tana and Sugan on the left there, just opposite end of the mountain. Very bad driving from Lychee there. Very, very bad driving. I'm not so sure you are given a license to drive in PUBG, but if you were, you would be failing very, very badly there, Lychee. Let us know what you think, guys. Do you think driving in PUBG is fun, hard, difficult? You tell me, because I love driving in PUBG. I'm not sure where they're heading to, but having a look here, Dark King and team number 5, Hilano, they're very close to each other. Let's jump to Dark King here. We are now streaming on Dark King, Nicholas. We are having a look here. He picks up a pan, some energy drinks here. Team number 2 there, very, very vulnerable position. Just opposite of team number 5. Just to look at scale, how close they are. So team number 2 here. Team number 5 on the opposite end of that hill over there. This is going to be very interesting here. Team number 5 on the opposite end of that hill over there. This is going to be very interesting. Amirul Firdaus in the comments saying, go, 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 Siamu. Sorry, Nicholas, you were saying?
Surprising that there's no fights happening yet. But as the ring gets smaller, we all know what's going to happen.
That's the beauty of it. I think team number 6 here, Siamus, has got a very good strategy to stay put. Now, we're looking at team number 6. They are just so far away from all the other teams, but very, very good to be in the safe zone very early on. Get your items. He's already got level 3 helmet, level 2 armor. Very good from Moose here. So let's have a look at Sugan and Tana now from team number 4. They're actually making their way back into the safe zone as well. So all teams now running towards the safe zone. Closest being to each other is Dark King and Hilano's squad, but Tana and Sugan seem to be heading right into team number 1, Nicholas, if that's correct.
I think so.
Team number 3 is still very far from everyone else, but it's going to be quite interesting here. Not very smart to have the scope on because you don't have a lot of mobility when you have scope on a car. It's always good to have it like this instead of scope on. Team number 3 they're approaching as well from the north. Let's have a look back at Dark King here, Nicholas.